In the past 12 months, Prince Charles has jetted off to places like the Galapagos Islands, the Amazon rainforest and the Far East, representing Great Britain. But that comes at a price to taxpayers who fund his official travel. The Prince has cost us almost a quarter more this year than he did last. So where does his money come from? In 2008 to 2009, £16.4 million came from the Duchy of Cornwall, the private estate which funds the Prince and his family and their public work. That was up by just 1%. Most controversially, the biggest rise in his income came from the taxpayer, who forked out £3 million, up 23.5% on the previous year. That was mainly because the cost of official air and rail travel rose by 48%, from £1.1 million to over £1.7 million.
It's simply a reflection of the fact that he's working harder, and the single biggest element is overseas travel. And then on those trips they go at the request of the government, so it's the government asking their Royal Highnesses to travel overseas and to support British objectives there. So really these are government decisions rather than ours.
But in a recession it's hard for some to swallow.
Well, I think there's serious questions to ask about why we're subsidising a multi-million-pound business empire, which is basically what the Duchy is, at a time of recession when the public finance is under serious strain.
While Charles's income went up, he actually paid 10% less tax. His aides say that's because in his busiest year, with some 658 engagements, he spent more, so there was less surplus to be taxed. Most of us have had to tighten our belts in these difficult economic times, and Prince Charles has been doing the same when it comes to his personal expenditure. He's reduced it by 23%, partly by deciding to stay in the UK for his holidays rather than going abroad.
You didn't get wet yesterday.
Staying at home has also helped bring his carbon footprint down by 7%. Overseas travel accounted for half of the Prince's CO2 emissions in the last year. Some say a committed environmentalist like him should give it up altogether, saving the planet and the taxpayers' money. But the Prince believes strongly it's the only way he can get his message across.